Hello everyone, welcome back to another lesson. My name is Carla from Expert Math Tutor, and today's lesson is solving equations. I will show you 3 examples. The first example will be at a beginner's level. The second example will be a little bit harder, and the third example will be advanced. By the end of this video, you'll be able to not only understand these types of problems, but know how to solve them. So let's get started. So let's look at the first example. Number 1, 3x plus 10 equals 13. I see that we have a 3x on the left side of the equation. We also have the number 10 and 13. Now these 10 and 13 are constants, and we want to bring all the constants to one side of the equation. So I'm going to bring the 10 over to the right side of the equation. So right now, 10 is being added. So I'm going to reverse that and subtract it. Now if I subtract 10 from the left side of the equation, I must do that on the right side of the equation to balance it out. So on the left side we have 3x, positive 10 minus 10 cancels, and we have 13 minus 10, which equals 3. Now x is being multiplied by 3. So to undo that operation of multiplication, we're going to divide. If I divide 3x divided by 3, I must also divide the 3 by 3 to balance out the equation. So 3x divided by 3, the 3's cancel, we get x, and 3 divided by 3 is 1. So x equals 1. Now let's check to see if our answer is in fact correct. So I'm going to copy down the original equation. 3x plus 10 is equal to 13. Now x equals 1. This x is going to be plugged in to x in our equation. So we'll have 3, x is 1, which we just found, plus 10 is equal to 13. 3 times 1 is 3, plus 10 equals 13. 3 plus 10 does in fact equal 13. So x equals 1 is indeed our solution. Let's move on to another example. We have 4x minus 10 equals 2 times the quantity x minus 1. So I notice that now we have 2 x's. We also have these parentheses, and x's are on both sides of the equation. So we have to do a little work here. So first thing I'm going to do is use the distributive property and multiply this 2 to both the x and to negative 1. So let's copy the left side of the equation because there's nothing to be done. 4x minus 10. I'm going to distribute this 2 to both the x and the negative 1. 2 times x plus 2 times negative 1. So 2 times x is 2x. Positive 2 times negative 1 is negative 2. Now I see that my x's are still on either side of the equation. So I'm going to subtract 2x from the right side as well as the left side. 4x minus 2x equals 2x. We'll bring down this negative 10 equals positive 2x minus 2x, that cancels. We're going to bring down this negative 2. Now, negative 10 is being subtracted on the left side, so I'm going to undo that operation and add it. So plus 10 to the left side of the equation and plus 10 to the right to balance it. So we have 2x, negative 10 plus 10, that cancels. Negative 2 plus 10 is positive 8. Now x is being multiplied to 2, so I can divide it by 2. If I divide it on the left side of the equation, I have to divide 2 on the right side of the equation. 2x divided by 2, the 2's cancel, we get x equals 8 divided by 2 is 4. So x equals 4. Now let's check this example. So let's copy the original equation. We have 4x minus 10 is equal to 2 times x minus 1. Wherever there's an x, we're going to replace it with the number 4. So 4 times x is 4, 4 times 4, minus 10 is equal to 2. X is 4. We're going to replace the x with the 4, minus 1. 4 times 4 is 16, minus 10 equals, now 4 minus 1. We have to do what's in the parentheses first. 4 minus 1 is 3. Two times 3 is 6. 16 minus 10 equals 6. 6 equals 6. So I know that x equals 4 is the solution to my equation. Let's try one more example. X plus 7 equals x plus 10 divided by 2. So in this equation now I'm seeing fractions. Oh boy, fractions. What must we do? If I take x plus 10 divided by 2, that fraction, and I multiply it by 2, which is the same thing as 2 over 1, okay? The 2's will reduce to 1's, and they'll be gone, right? And I'll just have x plus 10. So now my fraction is gone. It's vanished, and that's what I want to see. So if I multiplied the right side of the equation by 2, I think I'm going to do it to the left side as well to balance out the equation. Okay, so now we have 2 times x plus 7. I'm going to keep those in parentheses, and I'll show you why. On the right side, we're going to have x plus 10 divided by 2 times 2. And I'll just write this again, 2 over 1. Okay, so on the left side, we now have to use the distributive property to multiply this 2 to both the x and the 7. So 2 times x plus 2 times 7 is equal to, these 2's will cancel, and we'll just get x plus 10. So 2 times x is 2x, 2 times 7 is 14, equals x plus 10. So now I see an x on both the left and the right side of the equation. So I'm going to look at this x, and I see that it's a positive x. So I'm going to subtract x from both sides. So 2x minus x equals x. Plus 14. I just brought this down. X minus x, those cancel, and we have 10. X plus 14 equals 10. So 14 is being added to the x. If I subtract it from both sides, I will get x Positive 14 minus 14 cancels. 10 minus 14 is negative 4. So let's check our answer. Wherever there's an x in our equation, we're going to replace it with negative 4. So I see x right here, that's negative 4 plus 7 is equal to x negative 4 plus 10 divided by 2. On the left side of the equation, negative 4 plus 7, that equals positive 3. Negative 4 plus 10, that equals 6 divided by 2. 6 divided by 2 equals 3. I hope you found this lesson super helpful. If you did, please like the video right now, share it with all your friends. If you want to be part of the hashtag MathPack, write hashtag MathPack in the comment section down below and provide your answer to the following 2 sample exercises.